Top of the world. I got a question for y'all real quick. When are we gonna get comfortable with people calling us out on our bullshit? Excuse me. That's my question. When are we gonna get comfortable? Like, meaning really saying, you know what? No matter how much I may not like it, or it may be, I don't want to hear it, I got to accept it. I got to embrace it. That was some bullshit I did. That was some bullshit I said. I've done it to myself without people having to tell me, child, the hell was wrong? What was wrong with you? Why did you say that? Why did you do that? You know what's crazy? I'll tell people stories of how my father will get on me about certain things. Still to this day. Right? But when I was younger, as a teenager, he'd get on my ass. He'd be like, child, man, what's the matter with you? Why'd you do such? And not in the moment, sometimes I may not have wanted to hear that shit. But I knew it was the truth. And when somebody is telling you the truth about your actions, embrace it. No matter how ugly, no matter how, even if, watch this. You see, one may say, well, man, he cursed at me when he said what he said. Or she cursed at me. Or my mother, you know, she cursed me out. Or my father cursed me out. So, you know, once he started cursing, he lost me in the message. Really? Sometimes that cursing out is what you need. Sometimes somebody disrespecting your stupid ass is exactly what you need. See, we can deliver the fire, but when the fire is delivered to us, that's when it's, oh, no, don't give me the fire. You cursing at me. Why are you cursing? Why are you yelling? Shut your bitch ass up. And I'm talking to the men in particular, or the so-called men. When somebody call you out on your shit, put an H on your chest and handle it like a man and say, yeah, you right. You right. That was some idiotic bullshit. That was some goofy shit. That was some dumb shit. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I messed up, man. Because the way somebody's delivering it to you, is that really the issue? Or is the issue that you just don't want to hear the truth? Because, hey, man, when I was 13, even before that, I had some of the toughest basketball coaches known to man. Facts. Like the youngsters say today. Facts. We talking about Tom Sweet, legendary out of Harlem, Foster Projects. Dave Jones, legendary, Patterson Projects in the Bronx. Two hard coaches. And they did not play with you. I started playing with Tom when I was 8. I was probably the youngest and the smallest and the frailest kid on the team. And Tom was on me. He really pushed me. But you know what? As hard as he was on me as an 8-year-old, still in my head, still in my heart, still in my spirit, still in my soul. I ain't weak at all. I ain't break down. I ain't commit suicide. I'm still riding. Same thing with Dave Jones. Salute. It wasn't how they delivered their message. Dave would be yelling, screaming at us. Man, what the? He ain't really have to yell at me per se, because as a youngster, even as I was very much in tune. I'm what they would call nowadays an old soul back then. And this is what from people have told me about myself. But I always respected Dave and Tom and all my other coaches as well. But the way they delivered the message didn't matter to me. It was what were they saying? Were they speaking truth, or were they lying, or were they just yelling to hear themselves yell? So ladies, you may have a man in your life that he may have to serve your ass, read your ass to riot act sometime, because what he's saying could save your life. To the children out there that have parents, your father may have to snatch your ass up and say, hey man, you do that shit again, I'm gonna whoop your ass in front of this whole class. because that may save his son's life. His son may be wanting to go on the drill. His son may be wanting to stand on a corner where they drilling everybody every week. But he think because he off that lean and he got a little pistol on him, he good. I'm good. He ain't listening. He don't want to listen to his father. He don't want to listen to his big homies. He don't want to listen to what he's seeing every day. Dudes are dying on that corner. But his pop snatching them up and delivering the message the way he feel he need to deliver that message to save that young man's life. Fuck it, man. Let it be what it is. It's going to save your life, little homie. Your man is going to save your life, young lady. You got people on Instagram, on YouTube, who are pouring themselves out, who have been through hell and back and hell and back again. And they doing their best to give y'all some game, give y'all some jewels that they don't teach you in school. And whether they're yelling or whether they're calm, what matters the most is what's in the message. Hey, man, let me say something to you. If your mother tell you she going to get you some food, little homie, and she bring back the food in a plastic bag or a paper bag, does it matter what's in, as long as that order is right and that's the right food for you, that's what you wanted, it doesn't matter how it's packaged, homie. That's my point. We get caught up in, oh, she was yelling at me, or oh, he cursed, or oh, hey, I've had young ladies say that to me. The way I delivered the message, they didn't like it. You know what I tell them or told them? If you don't like the way I deliver my message to you or have delivered that particular message to you, find somebody else that's going to talk to you nicely. Find them and see how that works out. Never ends well. Why? Because I know when I say things to a woman, especially a woman, I'm saying it to her best interest. I'm telling her something that's going to really, really help to open her brain and take whatever out needs to be taken out and replace it with something of benefit and of value. And if she has an issue with my delivery of the message, then she really ain't for me. If you're around people that's too soft to have you tell them, no, that shit you doing is out of line. Cut that shit out or I'm going to stop messing with you. And they go, come on, man, you tripping, man. Why you, come on, man, you tripping over some shit like that, man. You know, you act like you paranoid, nigga. Okay. You know why? See, I know better. So if I say something to somebody, I'm telling you something off of experience, homie. I know the end result. Because I've been through it or I've seen others go through it. Don't be around me if you want me to sugarcoat things to you. And if anybody wants to be in your circle or in your, however you want to say it, you know, you're on your team or part of your, you know, your empire, so to speak. Hey, man, they got to be able to accept the fire, brimstone, rain, sleet, snow, everything that comes with being with you. That's that real unconditional love. That's that real loyalty when somebody say, hey, man, no matter what he say. Now, I'm going to end it with this because I've said this to people privately. I'm going to say it publicly. I have so much respect and love and loyalty to my father that my father could smack me in my face, spit in my face, punch me in my face in front of 10,000 people. And you know what I'm going to do? Wipe the spit off my face, shake that smack off, and say, you know what, Pops? I apologize, sincerely apologize for anything that I may have said to you that made you that upset to do what you just did, I'm going to accept responsibility and accountability for what I did. Forget what he did, because what I did made him respond the way he did, whether I like it or not. And I'm saying the same thing to you. If you don't want the response or reaction from certain people in a certain way, don't do or say the retarded, goofy, out of line shit that you said or that you're thinking about saying or doing. Take that and run with it, all right? One love.